We had caramel. I need something to drink.
Water.
Yeah, dang, that's what I keep forgetting to get.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I had the password on it. 15K, 60 days is the password. Okay. I wish you was listening so you can know. I wish you was listening so you can know where I was at with it. If I already had to. I got it done.
I can listen.
Let's go. Tell Cardi gonna be a little quiet.
There's that sheet. You hear me?
Hmm. Hello, Jay. How you doing? No, you probably getting
I'm on
situated.
mute. I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing?
You probably getting situated. I'll give them. I guess I'll give them a couple more minutes before they get in here. It's a couple more that's supposed to be coming. If they ain't, I ain't gonna sit and waste your time. We gonna rock it out.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'm gonna sit and wait for a minute. I say about 8:05. I'll give them 8:05, 8:06.
Okay, that's good. I'm about to get my notepad. So,
Perfect.
and actually, I need to switch to. I was just getting something.
Did you get your were you able to get your prop stream or did you already have it?
You know what? I downloaded it on my phone, but I'm going to play the Zoom on my phone, and then I'm going to do what you told me to download on my computer.
Definitely download it on your computer. We're probably not gonna go too far into that today, but I do want you to have it.
Okay.
That's key to what we're doing when we get to looking into the houses and how we generating leads and how we breaking them down.
Okay.
But that's the
All
stuff.
right.
Huh?
I said, all right. Going there now.
iPhone, how you doing? We coming in. We bringing the videos in a little bit. We're gonna wait till 8:05, 8:06.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Hey. What's going on?
Peace, brother. I know who it is. I'm gonna put your name in there. Was you able to get your that download, Tommy?
Yeah, I got it, but I didn't get a chance to download it yet. I was trying to hop on the Zoom.
Okay, that's cool. Like I was telling her, we're not gonna get too much into that. Jalen probably already know. You know, we're gonna start off by getting our business established. But I'll give about 2 more minutes, y'all.
Okay. Okay, let me grab my stuff.
Got a new track. Let me play this track for y'all. You might want to hear this track. Oh, I can't get no 808s through the phone.
It's difficult to stand around and watch you kill yourself.
Sound good, buddy.
I know it's hard to understand me loving you to death. It's just a matter of time before I lose her as It's difficult to stand around and watch you kill yourself. I know it's hard to understand me loving you to death. It's just a matter of time before I lose her as mine.
The 808s is crazy on that. Can't hear him off his phone.
It's difficult to stand around and watch you kill yourself. I know it's hard to understand me loving you to death. It's just a matter of time before I lose her as mine.
All right, y'all. What y'all think about that, man? Y'all need to look at y'all. Y'all scared behind them phones? Y'all scared behind them video cameras?
If you want to deal with a bunny cap, you know what I'm saying?
Come on with it,
We here.
Jalen. Look, yeah, we making it intimate. What's up, Tommy? You in the whip? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's dedication. He had to jump right in. He got in late. If they like I said, if they not getting in, if they not messaging me, if they don't have a password or nothing, we're gonna go ahead and go. They just have to catch up. I am recording it, and I will be giving you the recordings from the whole week.
Okay, great.
All right. So Let me get it cracking. I guess we can start by, since we all be together this week, we can start by introducing ourselves. Would y'all like to start with introducing yourselves?
Yeah, I'll go first. My name is Jalen. I am a 27-year-old mom and veteran, disabled veteran that is highly motivated about getting into the wholesale industry. So I'm looking to learn a lot this week with you guys.
I see that for bad.
Nice.
Yeah, when it started, professional license there, trying to get into real estate business.
Tommy, we can't hear you, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Oh no, I said my name is Tommy Black. I'm 25 years old, and I'm a professional barber and trying to get into the real estate business.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yep, got you. Are you by yourself? Is your lady with you?
My lady with me and my son.
All right, all right. You know, of course, my name is Lemont Walker, Realtor Century 21 Bradley. But before I got into real estate and being a licensed broker, well, not into real estate. Before I became licensed, I was wholesaling real estate. Okay. So with me selling real estate, I was able to do it without a license. I decided while I was wholesaling to get my license to be a little more, to get a little more credibility in just what I'm going and the people that I'm working with. Because what you're going to learn is in this real estate game, you're going to work with a lot of different individuals, a lot of different types of business, a lot of different style of business. For instance, a contractor is different. Well, they're not different, but their lingo may be a little different from a title agent. It may be a little different from an investor. It may be a little different from a real estate agent or broker. So this game right here is all about relationship building and knowing who you talking to and knowing what you're doing. I would definitely urge y'all, if you haven't gotten into it or been around somebody or been like on YouTube checking stuff out, you want to learn a little bit of the lingo of the real estate. And I'm gonna try to plug some in this week, going into the next couple of days. But of course, like I always say, I'm gonna start by getting the business established. Let me see how I can switch this screen up real quick. So our objective this week is to have the knowledge in the game to go out and be able to get our first deal. And of course, like I say, I'm going to help you with your first deal. We'll do a JV. We're going to learn about what JVs are on Thursday. So
Okay. Somebody mentioned that to me. I was about to do a deal this past week, and it was another wholesaler. And they were like, "I'm not looking to do a JV on this one." And so, of course, I played it off like, "Oh, okay." And in my head, I was thinking, "What the fuck is a JV?"
Yep, that's definitely what it is. Why didn't I let me share my screen? JV joint venture, yeah. You you're gonna come across people that don't want to do deals like that. But if you have something they need, the deal is yours. The same thing is working with an investor, because even though they want to do it themselves, if they can't find a buyer, they may still need you. Man, I had to update my computer today. I don't know what's going on with this. It's not letting me share the screen. And my cell phone on too. Yeah. Well, it's not letting me share my. I'm just gonna look at it by myself. We'll get that together for tomorrow and all that. So, our objectives for today is really to understand what real estate investing is, what is wholesaling real estate, why we should start, especially if you want to get into real estate with your career. We're gonna create a business model. It's okay to go out in real estate. It's okay to go out and get deals. It's okay to do all that. But if you don't set a business model up, you'll just be making money here and there, and you won't be building anything. We're gonna have some company services and get a slogan in the presentation. Learn about those things. That's what we're gonna learn about today. Now, if you need me to slow down, definitely tell me, because right now this should be sharing the screen and you guys can see the visual of what I'm saying. But if you need to write it down, definitely tell me to slow it down, because it's not letting me share the screen, and we'll go from there. Okay. Do you guys have any do you guys know what real estate investing in? Have you did any type of investing? I know you was just talking about a deal, Jalen. You fair to elaborate on any more real estate investing or what it is to you?
So right now, I know when I first met you, I was trying to get into doing a wholesale deal, with mobile homes. So, I still am doing that. Somebody actually found a home, but they're not into wholesaling. So they shot me the home. And I feel like this course will help me do both mobile homes and regular homes. But so far that's kind of all I got. My goal is to go down south and this year and at least acquire 1 or 2 properties, because they're really, really cheap right now, like $20 and $30 and $40,000 homes in like Alabama that are livable, that are moving and ready. So I want to acquire some homes down there, but um like most people that choose to do wholesaling, I don't have the capital to just go down there and buy, 2 or 3 homes. So I'm trying to get my money up with wholesaling, but I don't really know how to start, or I know the principles of, with wholesaling, you find the house, then that's for sale, and then you find the buyer, and your money is made off the upcharge, the difference between the price that they're selling it for and the price that you charge the buyer, or that you present with the contract to the buyer. But I just don't know how to navigate my way through that or talk my way through that.
And that's the key. That's key, because it's a lot of things is out here. A lot of people can know what it is, somewhat how to do it. But like you said, you have to navigate through the process. One thing I always say about wholesaling is just like being a broker, even though you're not licensed, you still can be sued. That's the biggest thing. The biggest thing in wholesaling, when you get under contract, you're getting under contract as yourself or your company to purchase this property. Now, if you don't find a buyer, it's still up to you to purchase the property. The biggest thing, the smallest thing or the least thing to worry about is losing your EMD, your earnest money deposit term, losing your EMD. But you also can get sued, because they can take you to court and say you never had intention on purchasing a property and you tied their property up. Just like I'll show you later, getting into a contract, you can get into a contract with somebody, and if they slow up the process of the actual transferring the possession of the home, in the contracts, we have in the contracts against the seller that every day that they are in the home, they'll be paying us just like they're paying us rent. This wholesale game, the real estate game, it has so many different variables and so many different strategies that you can use, that you can make money off of in so many ways. Tommy, you got anything on real estate investing?
No, I'm just listening to y'all information and trying to soak it in.
Okay. So real estate investing, is simply, I just had a good definition for y'all. I just wish that
I'm sorry, what you said, Lemont?
I'm about to give you a good definition on your real estate investing. because I wish that I don't know what's going on. I had to update my computer, and it's like, and all those privacies and all that. That's crazy how they got me all tore up on that. Because I could be like, look at it and just write it down real quick for y'all. Hold on.
That was fast.
Wholesale real estate investing simply involves the purchase and ownership, the management, the rental and or the sale of real estate for profit, the improvement of realty property. Improvement means whenever you fix up something. So in the real estate game, improvement means that fixing on something and making something better. Any real property is all called real property, whether it's air, whether it's below underground, and whether it's the actual home on the land. Okay, so that's what improvement is. Improvement of realty property as a part of a real estate investment strategy is generally considered to be a subspecialty of real estate investing called real estate development. I'm gonna read it again. Real estate investing involves the purchase, ownership, management, rental and or sale of real estate for profit. Improvement of realty property as a part of real estate investment strategy is generally considered to be a subspecialty of real estate investing called real estate development. Now, the reason why I'm breaking it down and we getting some of these just, general definitions and stuff like this is because, again, when you get into the wholesale game, it's about the relationship. But in the wholesale game, you're going to be moving thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you're getting into the wholesale game without capital, that means it's going to be harder to purchase a property to sell. Okay, and that means that if you have to purchase a property and do a double close, they're out of here. If you have to purchase a property and do a double close. Now, if you have to purchase a property and do a double close, you have to either get money from a hard money lender or something like that. But if you're not double closing, you're going to be looking to gain a fee with thousands of dollars. So you don't want to be talking to an investor. You don't want to be talking to somebody, an end buyer, and not know certain terms, certain things in real estate, and you talking about making $5,000, and you talking about making $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 off of them. So you definitely want to make sure that you are well seasoned and know a little bit about just the verbiage, the lingo. Okay. Wholesale investing. Anybody got a definition for wholesale investing? What you think wholesale investing is? Tommy?
When you sell it
When
wholesale.
you sell it wholesale. I mean, you can purchase it, like you were saying,
And sell it.
ownership. You can sell it wholesale.
That's after.
So you get profit, whatever amount you go.
Nice. Pretty much, that's it. Real estate wholesaling is the process through which an individual, the wholesaler, acquires a contract from the seller of the property and assigns the same contract to an end buyer. By acting as a middleman, wholesalers generate income by helping real estate investors find and close on potential deals. I'll read it again. Real estate wholesaling is the process through which an individual, the wholesaler, acquires a contract from the seller of the property and assigns that same contract to an end buyer. By acting as the middleman, wholesalers generate income by helping real estate investors find and close on potential deals. Got that?
Okay, so the wholesaler go out to the investor.
Say it again.
So first of all,
You breaking up, bro.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll send the buyer. No, not the buyer. Wholesaler. Going to connect with the agent, the contract agent. With the same contract, right?
Right, in essence. So what a wholesaler does,
Well,
what a wholesaler does is he go finds a property. Now, the only way that this works is if you're getting the property for below market value. Okay. The property, an investor is going to pay at the max 70% of a market value of a home. And that's pretty much if they don't have to do any repairs to it. 70%. Remember that number. 70%. But a wholesaler finds one of those properties and he talks to he talks to a seller. He gets the seller down to a price, and the wholesaler takes a contract to the seller. They get into contract together to exchange the property for cash. The wholesaler then takes that contract. He takes the contract and he sells this contract to an end buyer for a fee. It actually takes another contract. So they get into another contract that says, I want you to take my place in this contract for this amount. Y'all get that?
Yes.
yeah.
You get that? So you're going to get in contract with somebody. Then you're going to take this same contract and sell it to someone else, and they're going to pay you for it. And they're simply paying you to take your place in the contract. Because however the long of the duration of the contract that you write, or that you get into contract with the seller, that's how long you have the rights to the property. You have equitable interest in the property.
How do you have equitable interest in the property you haven't paid any money into?
Well, because you have a contract saying that you're buying it.
Okay.
That's it. It's just for those days. So that just simply means he can't sell it to somebody else. So if you got 30 days in your contract, he can't sell his home or that property, his or her home, to someone else because you have equitable interest. The only way he can do that is to go through you.
Right. You got to sell him the contract.
Right. Which is why.
So you can do that whatever price you want to do that, or how does that work?
Say it again.
Oh, wow.
You can, what fee? Like you can put your own price, or what? How does that go?
You name your own price. Now
And then now say,
go ahead.
Say if you didn't want to sell. Say if you didn't want to sell the contract, you just waiting on the seller to sell the house.
If you don't want to sell the contract, you'll be buying the house.
Correct.
Oh,
Right.
I'll be buying the house, so I gotta sell the contract because I'm not buying the house.
Right.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You're selling your position on the contract.
Right.
Okay, right.
Right. So all you doing is giving it to another investor, and the investor is in the same position you was in. They can't sell the house. They're gonna buy it. They got the rights to buy the house. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is the simplest form. We're gonna get into the nicks and crannies of what it is and inspection periods and things like that, and why you can or cannot or come out of a deal. But this is just what it is at the core.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's exactly what it is.
I don't know.
Shoot.
Right. So why should you get in wholesaling? Y'all think, give me some, why do you think you should get in wholesaling? If you haven't gotten to your real estate career, Jalen, I see you already dibbling and dabbing in it already. What would be a reason you would wholesale? You already said one earlier.
Yeah, lack of capital.
Tommy, what y'all think?
To get it off faster,
Right.
to sell it faster.
I mean, yeah, wholesalers tend to sell fast. But the biggest thing is the low startup costs.
Oh,
Low startup costs because you're not using your property and you're selling to someone else for a fee.
Right.
Low startup costs. Now might probably gonna spend some marketing dollars, but that's it. You're not paying for no repairs. You're not paying for no inspections. You're not
That
paying
motorcycle
for
shouldn't be
appraisals.
right there.
You're not paying for that. You got it? Y'all ready to write? Y'all ready
Yep.
to write?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in the car.
I think I'm gonna come up with like some terms, some definition terms, you know, to get it going in. Because some of the stuff is more be advanced, and you know, when you're looking at a property like you're doing the property deal or something like that, most seasoned vets call it taking down a deal or taking down a property.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is get into our business model. You ready over there, Jalen?
Yep. You can't see me because I think I turned my video off for a second.
You got the baby over there, don't you?
I do.
Yes, I hear it. So boom, your base model, your business. Before you start any business, you want to know what you're getting into. You always want to have your business plan. You want to know what you're doing, what your product is, what services you offer, you know, what you're doing. You can go and start wholesaling and be like, I'm a wholesaler. And you go to somebody's house and be like, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm a wholesaler. I would like to sell your house. They gonna shoot you down all day because they don't want you to be selling a house and getting some middle money for it. That's the whole purpose of them not using an agent. Right? So you have to differentiate. You have to differentiate yourself from being an investor and an agent. Most people that you're going to be doing wholesales with, they don't want to use an agent because they don't want to pay the real estate fees. Not understanding that sellers don't even pay real estate fees. Sellers don't pay real estate fees. For brokers, they don't pay it. Remember, just like in wholesaling, when someone is selling their home, the end buyer pays for everything still. You know, they still pay for everything. So homeowners don't really pay real estate agent fees, but we're not gonna tell them. They believe it. So the first thing you got to know when you get into business, you got to know the services that you offer. Hope y'all writing down. Y'all hope y'all ready to write. Because this is what's going to set you apart from all your other wholesalers, because this is a huge industry with people out calling all day. You know, you're going to be calling people and they're going to be thinking that you somebody else. They're going to be tired of you calling their phone and you ain't never called them. So you're going to have to be different than everybody else that's calling. And the first way you be different is to have you a base model for your business. You're going to create a real business. Services. These is the services. And oh man, let me send y'all. Jalen, are you looking at your guide the whole time?
The one that you sent me?
Yes.
No, but I can pull it up.
Yes, because we're going in the order of that, but it's just going to be broken down.
Okay.
Tommy, let me get you guys one. I should have got you guys one. I got a quick one on my phone. Like I said, I'm going to be giving a recording out, but take good notes. Because we do know, Jalen, you remember what the objective is?
The objective. What? Wait.
After this boot camp, what the objective is?
Oh, to get you your first deal in 60 days.
Right. 15 to 20,000 in the next 60 days.
Right.
Tommy them came in a little late. Our objective is to get to be in position to get our first deal and make 15 to 20,000 in 60 days. That's why we intimate. That's why we're not rushing it. We're gonna make sure we get it and we're gonna learn it and do it. 15 to 20,000 in the next 60 days. I'm sending it to you, Tommy. I got one. Because this part is real key. Be ready to write. Services. This is real key right here. Tommy, let me know you got this. Did you get that, Tommy? Did you get the text message?
I think my girl got my phone.
Oh, okay. I see you switched over, but you'll get it. That means you ain't got nothing to write on. You ain't writing if your girl ain't one of you, because you're in the car. Somebody gotta be writing. Because y'all gonna be asking me, what?
Yeah, I'm about to go in the house. She had to take my son in the house.
Okay, because this is key. This is key. The services. Remember, we have to differentiate ourselves from other wholesalers. Therefore, we are creating a business with it, a base business model that you'll be able to utilize and be able to use. Okay, we're not looking at a property today. We're giving the people a reason to do business with us, and this is the start. This is key. I'm gonna go on. Services, your base model. This is the services that you're going to be offering your sellers. Check this out. We pay cash for properties. This is your business. It may be Jalen's Realty Investing. This may be Tommy Black card in 20 days. Realty. You know, Tommy Black the third Realty. So Jalen's Realty Company, when we're coming to buy your house, our services are that we pay cash for your property. It's an easy process. There's no real estate commission. There's no repairs needed. This is an as-is buy, which means that the seller does not have to do anything to the property.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna come back to them.
This is sales. Okay.
There's no closing costs. And we have multiple solutions for your needs. Now the multiples, I'm gonna read them again, but see now the multiple solutions for people needs. Sometimes you may not have, you may not be able to wholesale somebody's house because they may be too upside down in their mortgage. Right? So then at that point, you might just have to find somebody to come take over the mortgage. Or that's a subject to property.
Wait, so is that a part of something that wholesalers do, is find people to take over other people's mortgages?
Yes. Wholesaling is more than just selling out. It's a lot of way. That's why when you create your business and you learn all these things, you'll have more to offer versus just saying, I'm coming to buy your house for cash. Because if you find a house that you can't wholesale, as you get seasoned in this real estate game, you may find another way to make money off the property because you want to be a solution-based business. My wholesale company, we're our wholesale company, you want to use we more than I, always, especially dealing with people. So they don't think that they're always talking to you as the decision maker. But we are a solution-based business. Jalen, did you look at the bottom of the email that I sent you, my signature on my email? Did you look at that?
Talking about when you sent me the strategy.
Yes. Any email that I sent you, did you ever look at my signature?
Yeah, it said we have the solution for your property.
Right. Slogan. My name, matter of fact, let me look there because you got to have these things too. My name, my email, my number, my website again, my position in the company, and a slogan. Whoever I send that email to, they're not going to be thinking that I'm just somebody that's coming to buy their try to get them under contract to lowball them on the property. No, they're talking to an investor that's purchasing the property. You're never going to a seller and tell them that you're wholesaling their property. Okay? Harder to get a property under contract if you're telling them, hey, I want to get your property and sell it to somebody else and charge them for it. Because they gonna, like I said before, they're gonna say, I might as well get a real estate agent. So instead of doing that, that's why you're coming with this business-based model so you can have that as one of your services. You catch that, Jalen? Did you catch that, Jalen?
Yep, I did.
So when you're telling people that you
Can
offer
you hear
all
me?
these services and then you get to the closing table and you decided to,
Lemont.
yes. Hello? Yeah, yes.
Okay, I was making sure you could hear me.
Okay, yeah. So when you get to the closing table, you're looking to close this deal, and if you're operating with integrity, I want to always say operate with integrity. Let a seller know if you are doing the middleman play. I mean, it's just a way that you do it. You put it in your contract. But again, if you offer all these services, you're telling them we're a solution-based company. We're looking for the best thing for our company and you as a seller. So we want to get you paid fast, and we have multiple ways we do this. Right?
Right.
Because you're always telling them that you're an investor too. And I'm looking to make money off the deal. I'm not looking to just put money in your pocket. No, the only reason why I want your home is because it's an investment property. I'm looking to make profit, but you don't want them looking at your profit and looking at it as if you're getting a better deal out of it than them. And that can happen with you selling their home when you told them you was going to buy it from them and you sell it to somebody else for $10,000 in 30 days before you even purchase the property.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jalen.
Because now I'm kind of getting confused because once I put on contract, okay, so for instance, somebody's selling their house for $50,000, right? And
For how much?
for 50,000.
Okay.
Okay. And for me to make any type of commission, say I go back and I try to price it for 62,000 so I can make a $12,000 profit with that contract. And but the thing is, I'm selling my position on the contract, right? As the buyer to somebody else, correct?
Right.
Where do the numbers come in at? Like, I know I'm selling it for 62, but if I'm selling the original contract, the person that I'm buying it, well, the person that I'm about to resell my position to gonna see on the contract that the initial price of the house was 50,000.
Right.
Aren't they?
Now, this is what comes with building a relationship. You remember we had that one room when I was talking about reverse wholesaling?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's the key. We're gonna get into that. But
Okay.
you want to work with investors that want to work with you. You want to go, when you go to them with the deal, you want the deal to already be so good that you're gonna only take a deal to them where they're gonna make money. You're not gonna take a deal to them where they're not gonna make any money off of, because they'll frown upon that and they won't want to do business with you again because they have to make money.
Okay.
Remember, i.e., like I said, my first deal was $500.
Yep.
$500. I only made $500, but I got the deal done and I gained a buyer, right?
All right.
One, I gained a new investor.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I gained a satisfied customer.
And we're looking for 4 investors
We're
to
looking
buy
for,
4 houses
keep going. Teach
a
Tommy. Hold on,
year.
Tommy. Pay attention, Tommy. Pay attention while you eating them chips. Your asses ain't taking no notes. Jalen about to drop it for you. Jalen, let him know what the goal is.
So 4 houses a year from each investor, and you need 4 investors. So that's 16 houses. And if each house, the median off a wholesale deal is $10,000 a deal. So that gives you $160,000
Boom.
a year
Boom.
as a goal if you have 4 investors that buy 4 houses from you.
It's that simple.
So in 6 months, if we ain't got 80,000, we gonna pull up to Lemont house.
There y'all
And,
ain't. Y'all gonna pull up, and I'm gonna say, what didn't you execute? I'm gonna say, what didn't you execute? Right?
Right.
These are strategies. What didn't you execute? The thing is, the national average is 10,000. But would you be mad if you did get 4 houses sold and you only made 2,500 off each?
No, because good money, money is always good money.
Still 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
You're not selling your property. You're selling someone else's property. Go ahead, Tommy.
I'm soaking up the game. So you get 4 investors.
How much we projecting y'all make in 6 months?
What, 10,000 a house? I mean, because 16. 4 investors, 16, 10,000, 160 for the year.
Right?
Yeah.
Now 60 days. What'd you say?
How much in 6 months?
6 months. So you say a year is 160 at 10. So break it all the way down to 6 months. What you say?
Yeah, how much you gonna make in 6 months?
Yeah.
Refresh.
80,000. Half
Okay,
of that.
yeah. Right, that's
Cool.
half a year. I'm tripping. My fault.
Now,
My fault.
the purpose of making that money is because, again, we got into wholesale real estate because we didn't have the capital to just go out and buy a house and flip it and sell it, or buy a piece of land and build a house from ground up and sell it. So we get in wholesale so we can build our capital. Now we look at 6 months. If it goes by the plan, we get the national average. We get the 8 houses sold. We make the $80,000. You have $80,000 that you could reinvest into real estate, which could also put you in position when you go into the back end of your year. The back end of your year, some of the maybe one or two of those houses that you was going to sell to those foreign investors, you may just buy on your own.
Okay, now say that again. Okay, 4 investors. Hold on. 4 investors. And then what was the 16 again?
In six, well, the 16 would be if you got 4 investors. You want 4 investors to buy 4 houses, 4 wholesale houses from you a year.
Okay.
4 investors.
Out of all 4 of them investors, that's 16
That's
houses.
16 houses.
Okay.
Right. And
Okay.
this is
All 4 investors. Hey, that's not a lot of investors.
it's not a lot of investors, it's not a lot of houses, it's not a lot of work. We're wholesaling. Most investors, they gonna buy maybe, they're gonna maybe buy 2 off of you at one time. They gonna buy the house and they have to repair the house. So you have time in between. That's why I said 4 a year. You think about it. You get one of your investors 1 house per quarter. You get them 1 house per quarter, that's your 4 houses a year. They got time for them to buy their house, flip their house, sell their house, tell you to get them another one that you already got ready for them.
Right.
You feel me?
And we a team.
Y'all, you definitely a team. In real estate, it's about 8 people in your team. I think we do team tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yeah, we build your real estate team tomorrow. Yeah, that's tomorrow. So again, let's put ourselves in a position. The services. What are our services to a seller? We pay cash for a property.
We got it. Yep.
It's an easy process.
It's no real estate. Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking us.
You got it. You can drop them to me. No real estate commission.
As is sales.
Right. No, but say no repairs needed. This is as is sales. Say no. You got to say no repairs. It's all
Okay.
about the wordplay when you're talking to these people.
No repairs. No closing costs.
No closing costs.
And multiple solutions for your needs.
Boom. Right. And those are the services that the benefits of doing business with your company. If your girl got your phone, y'all need to look at that guide that I sent.
Oh, I gotta go good.
Yeah, okay.
Ask for the other 2 before that.
Okay. What was the other? What you got?
In the beginning.
You got no closing costs. Oh, you're trying to get the other 2. What was the other 2 you said before? No closing costs.
No, it's not in order.
Was not in order.
No closing costs, no real estate commission, no repairs needed, multiple solutions for your needs, and what else?
Easy process.
It's an easy process.
Easy
Okay.
process.
Is that it?
And you pay cash for the property. The reason why you say pay cash, because this is one thing about real estate. When you're going to buy a home, when you're going to do anything that takes a bank loan, the house will have to be appraised. It will have to be inspected. You got to pay all those people. The bank is only going to pay up to 80% of the appraisal of the home. That means that when sellers want to sell their home at a certain price, if they don't do the repairs, no one will buy it because they can't get the loan for it. And no one pays market price with cash. When you're cash only buy, no one pays market price.
Repeat that again one more time.
No one pays market price on cash buys.
Okay, and then what you said before that.
When a seller is selling their home at market price and the buyer is coming in with the loan, which is when you're buying a house, most people, because most houses is 250 and up. When the seller is buying a home, when they're getting a loan, the home has to be appraised for the right amount.
Yeah.
And inspected. This is for insurance. This is for a loan. Okay.
Guys.
Now, the services performed or provided. What does your company do? What do we do? We wholesale. We can list your property. That's why you're gonna get a real estate agent or a broker on your team. This is what we talk about, multiple solutions for your property. You can list it.
Hold on.
Go wholesale, you can list.
You can list it. That's putting it on the MLS. You can do a subject to. That's taking over their mortgage. Okay. Or you can do owner financing, which is rent to own.
That ain't wholesale.
See, you want to be a wholesaler. You don't want to have a business.
Well, I want to at least learn how to wholesale before I start trying to do all this other stuff. Because
Nah,
if you do too much of it,
but I'm saying is this is why you got joint ventures. When you're in the real estate game, you always got somebody that's gonna help you in the real estate. That's what a joint venture is about. And also, when you go talk to somebody to go wholesale their home, you may not be able to wholesale it. You want to have multiple options. This is what differentiates you from other wholesalers. Because if you did present these options to a seller and they decide not to do business or sell their home, when they contact someone to sell their home, they're going to be contacting you in your former business. Can you see the difference of telling a seller that you want to purchase, that you just want to purchase their home to sell it versus saying, we pay cash for a property. It's an easy process. There's no real estate commission. There's no repairs needed. There's no closing costs. We have multiple solutions to your needs. Well, I got a mortgage and my mortgage is I'm upside down and I just can't take 45,000 for the house. I need at least 56 to get out of it. Well, sir, we can't buy your house cash because we can't transfer title because the bank has the lien on it. But what we can do is find somebody to take over your mortgage. Or no, actually, we're going to take over your mortgage. But when you wholesaling, when you get out marketing and stuff, you're going to have lists of so many people that want rent to own homes, that's trying to move quick and get into something, that only got 10, 20,000, but they got bad credit and they can't go buy a house. Those are the people that's going to get your subject twos. That's going to get your owner financing, rent to own. And all you're doing is middleman in the play and getting paid in the middle again.
So can you explain to me what subject 2 is?
We're only going to do wholesaling. I'm telling you the services because we go down a whole road of doing that. I'm just going to show you how we doing wholesaling. I'm giving you a business model so you can be established more so than a regular wholesaler.
Okay, so I just need to go and learn about the other ways about listing properties and taking owners.
When you make your when you put your team together, you're gonna be able to do that. You're not gonna list the property. You tell them use the property. The person that's gonna list the property is the agent that's on your team. The person that's giving you the right market value, because you're gonna have to get an agent. You're gonna have to get a broker because you're gonna need the MLS numbers to know that what the real ARV for the areas are. We can't go off prop stream. You gotta have to go off the actual market data, sold homes, and that's off the MLS. And those that only can come from licensed brokers in the area. Like I can't look up Maryland, where you at on MLS.
Okay.
So you're gonna have that on your team. Again, if you look at your sheet right now, if you look at your sheet, when you went to go talk to a seller, when you go to go talk to a seller before, you didn't have all those services that you can provide. See, you're opening their mind up to letting their property go. When you only give them one option, they're only thinking about, okay, what's the benefit for me? What's the benefit for them? But when you say solutions, they see that you care for their needs. Like I think I had said in one room one time, we don't like to sell homes that people live in it. And if we do, make sure that they have somewhere to go before the sale of the property. because we're solutions. We're a solution-based company. We're looking how to supply solutions to their needs, because what we want from them, which is the number one thing in real estate, is the referral. Wake up, Jalen. You going to sleep, girl. We just setting up your business right now, okay? Because remember, we getting in wholesaling to start our real estate career. Remember, to start our real estate. Okay, so y'all got the wholesale listing subject to owner financing, right?
Yep.
These are things that you will put in your customer presentation. Now, wholesaling go fast, it go quick. You don't have to have a presentation all the time, because sometimes it might just go quicker. When you fresh getting out here and establishing who you are, you know what I'm saying? If you walk around with the name, with your polos on there, because guys, listen, the thing is about wholesaling, they're getting calls from all type of people. They're getting mail from all type of people. If they have a distressed property, they're on somebody's list. Tell you that right now. Everybody's on somebody's list. The only way they're going to do business with you is if they think that you are the person that's going to purchase the property, or if you have a business that makes them feel comfortable. Because a lot of people are attached to these properties just like their kids, man. Okay? Customer presentation. You ready to write? Ready to write?
Yep.
You're differentiating yourself from other regular people that's calling these people on the phone, that's knocking on their door, that's coming into one of their houses, one of their properties, when everybody right now think that their property is worth more than what it is. You got to know that. So you want to be able to control all conversations with the people. That makes you want to make sure that you're the expert. You have to be the expert, because everybody's calling. The only people that's making it happen is the people that's controlling the situation. Customer presentation. You can do it as a PowerPoint. You can do it as a video. If you had a nice little tablet and you took it or something like that, and you like, boom, watch this. When you going over doing your evaluation of the crib like that, you can sit down and let them watch it, because then they feel like they're in a real business transaction. The only thing that you tell them is that what? We paying cash for it, no real estate fees, no closing costs. It's quick. When you leave out that presentation, they have all the confidence that you're going to come back with that $160,000 to buy their house. Okay? The reason why you got to gain this confidence is because you're also going to be telling them that you're going to need a 10 to 20 day inspection period. Okay? See, Jalen, this is why we got to make sure our business is looking like they can trust us, because during that inspection day period, that is when you're going to be having your investors and your buyers coming over to look at their house. You don't want them thinking that they got to come be there with you. You know, it's really hard when you got the seller over there, got to open the door for you, and you got an investor coming. It's hard for you to play your game because you already did your part with negotiating with the seller. Now you got to negotiate with the buyer. It's harder to do that with the seller there because you're going to be talking numbers. And if it's a new investor, you can risk that investor coming in because they got the money. You can risk them coming in and getting a deal from right up under you. So you want to make sure you're trustworthy. Make sure you're operating with integrity. Make sure you're the expert and they trust you. You go over somebody's house, don't come by, oh, I'm looking at it, boom, boom, bam, okay, all right, I'll give you this for it, all right, okay, yeah, you know. And then you're under contract and you got people coming over trying to, you know, see the property. They gonna be able to tell the difference. They're like, all right, there ain't that many contractors coming over here to give you no bid. I know you trying to sell my house. Now you got a problem because at the end of the day, the seller still got to sign on that contract. The buyer still got to sign on that contract for you to get paid. So you want them, I like vacant properties, and I like for that seller, when we sign that contract, to give me the keys to their property. I get the keys to the property of these owners before I even buy the house. I even got in my contract that I can come, and some of them don't take it. You got to take it out. It's all negotiating in the contract. But I even have in my contract that I could come over there and do repairs or improvements to the property to try to get an increase in my sale, because it may just be trashy. It may just need to be cleaned out. That clean out, that trash clean out may bring you an extra $2 to $3 grand on your deal. Just because you got over there and did it yourself. Investors have to pay somebody for that. So when they coming over, they taking that off like, I got to pay for this trash removal. You may go do that yourself. But you can't do that when you ain't got the keys to the property. You can't do that when you got to wait for this owner. And some people is real, man, people real picky about their properties, whether it's vacant or not. So imagine somebody living in the house and you trying to show it. You muted.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think as baby wholesalers, vacant property should be it's gonna be where I aim for, at least at first. Get my feet wet. I don't think I'm gonna try to wholesale a property that got somebody living in it, only the vacant ones.
Hey, listen, it's hell. It's hell. And it's all about knowing the person, because you're going to create a relationship with this person. So that's why it's good to have a presentation. Let's write this stuff down for the presentation. Let's go. Y'all ready?
Yep.
You do a PowerPoint or video. Like, I'm just saying, these are things that I recommend. You don't have to do it. You could go, I done sold them without it and everything, but I'm saying these are things that just make you look more like an investment company versus how they try to play boys and say wholesalers ain't investors. Number one, bio. You got anything that you're doing different stuff in the community and stuff like that, let them know, especially in their community. Put your bio in there. Like a real video, real presentation, for real. Go over there, you and your crew, have your polo on. We do all that. You know, for real. Bio. Have those services that we just listed. Plenty of them. Have a testimonial. A testimonial is saying, if somebody's saying, man, I needed to sell this house quick, and Jalen and her company came through and they got it from me quick. I needed the money. Testimonial. They said they were going to buy my house and pay for cash and do it fast, easy process. It happened. Just simple stuff. And even before you get one, have somebody do it. Fake it.
I was already thinking of somebody.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm gonna get so and so to do my little testimonial.
Already on your presentation, have your frequently asked questions.
Fact sheet.
See, if you got your frequently asked questions in your presentation, in your video, guess what that does? Does anybody know what that does?
It makes it like people already utilize your business and have utilized your business before.
Yes. Tommy, what you think?
I'm gonna say it again.
Frequently asked questions in your presentation. Why you think this is there?
So, okay, to get an understanding.
Nah, listen. We put the frequently asked questions in our presentation to eliminate them from asking a lot of questions.
Questions. Okay. I misheard.
What?
I thought you said us asking them questions.
What? Think about it. You know how many questions people got about your company and buying a house and all that type of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You may put in your frequently asked questions. Are you a wholesaler? Are you planning to wholesale my home? See, when you got in the presentation and video, because the video presentation may say, no, but wholesaling is one of the services that we do provide. You know, it's one of the things that we do. We go into a deal looking for the best outcome for ourselves and the seller. The best outcome may be a wholesale. So if that's the case, By the time you leave, they already got it in their mindset that you're just trying to find the best thing for them, that you're just not trying to get them out of their house to make some money off of them.
Right.
Do y'all see the difference in that versus just saying that you wholesaling?
Right. Because I'll be upset. I'm trying to sell a house that I'm living in, and I don't got nowhere to go right away.
And look, no, because when they see that you sold a house, it ain't about nowhere to go. It's about them seeing if you got that $10,000 on it, they be like, man, that's $10,000 that I left on the table. Because remember, you're giving, listen, y'all, this, when you're buying, when you're getting them under contract, you're trying to get them at the lowest number possible. But the whole time you're telling them the repairs they need, you're telling them this is how much your house is worth. Now, if you tell somebody their house is worth $20,000, y'all go to the closing table. You ain't got to be there, but if you there, the buyer there, the seller there, they usually do it. They're gonna do it separate anyways. They ain't not gonna see each other anyways. But still, when they look at that HUD-1 sheet and see that there's a $10,000 fee that took the price of the sale of their house from $20,000 to $30,000, they're gonna say you bullshitting them.
Right. And that's the thing. That's my biggest question is how do you make people not feel like you shitting them? Because everybody not gonna be in a need to have assistance with selling their house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you avoid getting sued? In this situation with wholesaling, what about it makes it possible to get sued?
Well, I mean, it just depends on what you're doing with your contract. Because if your contract is A1, you always got to have your exit strategy in there. You're going to have now the contracts that we use, we ain't going to be into because we coming out of them. You know what I'm saying? We got it in there that we got this inspection period. We give you a quote. You know what I mean? We say we're going to buy the house. If the money don't come back right, if the quotes don't come back right, we out of it. You just keeping our EMD. But the way that you get around all those questions, the frequently asked questions, but remember, think of everything you done wrote down from the services going down to now we talking about a presentation. You ain't even talking about wholesaling yet. You ain't even telling them that you trying to buy their house, nothing like that yet. They looking at you like, wow, I like this company. Wow, I love this presentation. This young kid, Tommy, came over here. Wow. I'd rather sell my house to him. I'm not looking at him as somebody trying to come lowball me. And hell, even if I do find out he's trying to lowball me, I like this presentation and what the boy's trying to do. I'm going to go ahead and go with it.
Right.
Set yourself up first. A lot of people know the strategy, but set yourself up first so you can be in the best position. Also in your presentation, write it down, put your process. I'm giving you a whole pack transaction sheet, scripts, all that. You're going to have all that. All that. Write your process down. Let them know. Our process, see, when you tell them in a presentation and they decide to do business with you, they not coming with no questions. Our process is, as soon as we write the contract, we get your keys, access to the home, so we can get the inspection period done as quickly as possible. We require a minimum 3 quotes from our contractor so we can make sure our numbers are correct and the deal is a great fit for us and our company. You hear how that stuff coming out? They not gonna be like,
good.
Oh, they're not gonna be like, what you need the keys to my house for? I thought you gonna buy it. No, man, I know what we said we're gonna pay it for, but I gotta make sure and verify that the numbers are correct before I invest in this property. See, when you go in as your business with these services, with this presentation, all that, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, because they business. I gotta let them, they handle business over there. Because you telling them, remember, you buying it. I'm not about to give you $30,000 and you told me that I gotta make sure the repairs is what it's supposed to be. I gotta have 3 quotes from contractors. See, all of those services, all of that video, all that presentation, that kills all that noise before you get into that other stuff. Again, like I said, you put your services in it. You just put everything into your presentation. The more you can put in your presentation, the less questions you have. And when you come with that number, it's the less problems.
Right.
The services, and then you let them know in that presentation, the services we would like to provide: pay cash, close quickly, get it. We want to put it on the retail market at 2021 standards. I have it written right here. You want to, on the presentation, spark another conversation outside the home. You want to make them feel comfortable. If you got a presentation, we're not just sitting in here talking about these numbers. We going back and forth for how much you want me to pay for it, how much I'm gonna pay for it. You doing everything. Just like I said, if you're doing community work and stuff like that, they're like, oh yeah, you worked and you did that with the kids, and oh yeah, they're gonna feel more comfortable with doing business with you. It's simple. It's a psychological game, really. You just gotta show them who you are. You want to show them, what's up, youngster? You want to show them you operating in integrity, little Tommy.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You want, at the end of your presentation, you want the seller to say, I have options. See, Jalen, when you said, wow, we just want to do wholesaling. Yeah, but you want that seller to say, I have options at the end of your presentation. The reason why you want them to say they have options, you only want them to say they have options because you gave them the options, because you're a solution-based company. I don't even know if y'all wrote all that down for your presentation.
Yeah.
So your presentation, you want to have an hour appointment or more. You want to spend that time with them. Hour appointment or more. Provide value. Tell them about their house. Tell them what's wrong with it. Tell them what they can do to improve it to get more money out of it. Tell them about their area. Just get them some information. Provide them with value, because that just brings trust. Be strategic with what you're giving them. And you always give them the pros and cons. Always give them the pros and cons. Well, if you don't sell your house to me, I see that you're behind on your taxes. You're going to go away in the tax sale, the tax lien. Oh, well, if you don't sell it to me, you're on your way to being upside down in your mortgage. You got to sell it. Oh, well, you got 3 houses that you're not doing anything with. You have for the last 8 years. You haven't repaired it. You're losing money every year. You got mortgages on them. How much is your mortgage for those 3 properties? Yeah, I consolidated my refinance. It was $1,100 for all of them. $1,100 a month, and you don't have anybody renting them out? Let me help you, sir. Let me help you. Let me help you. Well, if you don't want to sell it to me, let me help you fill it up. See, now are you going to help them get in the rental? Now you're in the business with them. You can write a contract with them and get paid off what they doing. Right? I got some stuff that they be asking questions. Like when I said frequently asked questions. How do you guys come up with your process? That's why you tell them, because they're going to ask you. Are you guys going to lowball me like all the other investors? That's when I hit him with my thing. Look, I got hurt. No, we specialize in being a property solution-based company, and we give homeowners multiple solutions when working with us when trying to get their property sold. Wake up, Jalen.
I'm up. I'm listening and writing.
I know. See, this is the real fun part, because everybody that get up in wholesaling, they don't do all this. They don't even, they just go try to find properties. They go out there like, until I get one, I'll get it. They don't go out there and find a property and just be losing money. Finding bomb deals, losing money, or tearing their own name up. I'm big about establishing your brand and making sure that your name is good. In real estate, you gotta know when you look to the future, you're gonna be closing $1 million deals. You do not want anybody to think to put anything bad on your name for a couple $1,000s. Especially when you got to partner with people to do deals. Slogan. I'll tell y'all our slogan. Or our slogan is we are property investors. I'm gonna tell you another slogan that's within when you're talking to them, when they ask you about investing and stuff. You say no. When they say, are you an investor? Yes, we are investors. We are looking for opportunities, but we are a property solution-based company. Simple, so small. Because you're telling them, yes, I'm looking to make money off your property. They have to know that you're looking to make money off their property. You're not trying to play them. You're not trying to do all that. No, we are looking to make a profit off your property. But we're also looking to satisfy your needs too. Recap, where y'all at?
About the presentation, things to talk about. Probably after you show them your presentation, like about some facts about their property. So, some of the services that you want to provide for them. Also, I wrote down the 10 and 20 day inspection period so you can have other investors come and look at the property. Yeah, also a little bit about, I wrote down build your team.
And we're going to get into all those things. Like I said on the beginning, the whole purpose.
I don't really have a team, and I don't really know nobody where I'm at.
Listen, we
So
when we get to that day,
because I didn't need a team to do that.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, because remember, you're going to need. I'm gonna say a couple of them before we get to that day. Remember, you're going to need what? Contractors, a title agent. You can't change title. You're gonna need a closing attorney. You're gonna need a real estate attorney. You're gonna need cash buyers. You're gonna need a real estate broker. You're gonna need an agent.
Okay.
Right? Because, and then I'm gonna
people that I need to start vetting out now.
Right, and then we'll look at it because you're going to contact them because you're going to benefit them also. They're going to benefit you, and you're going to benefit them. In real estate, everyone benefits each other.
Right.
I'm looking at more of today as far as because I know everything.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying that everything as far as today, like whatever you've known or have done with wholesaling, I'm pretty sure you haven't started off with talking about the services and doing all that.
Of course not.
See, what we're doing is setting our company up to run and to continue to run.
Okay.
And continue to run. Differentiate yourself from everybody that's calling everybody else right now. So yeah, definitely have to let me know on your notes, you know where you at. If you miss anything, these are key things. This is key. This is putting you in position. I'm telling you, you're gonna be you already be miles ahead of the next person. Already. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to go out and go look for a house and you're not ready for it. You know, not in the wholesale game. You know how people always tell you, go get your feet wet and just get out there. Yeah, you want to get out there and go, but in the wholesale game, you don't want to get out there and get your feet wet and lose a deal. Because if you are that first person that contacts somebody and you're not ready, you always put it on somebody's mind that they want to sell their house and make that money. It don't matter if they don't want to sell the house. You tell somebody, I got 40,000 cash for your house. Oh, hell no. Hey, hell no. Hey, 40,000 for my house. Man, if they need some money, they're going to be like, shit, that 40,000 don't sound too bad. Now you made it told them 40,000, but your numbers was wrong and didn't know that you could offer them 55. Somebody come right in behind you, offer them 55 and the house is sold. And they sold it for 70. $15,000 spread, bam. And it could have been yours if you was formidable, showed them why their home only deserved a $40,000 cash buy and had enough room for yourself or another investor. Because even if you come with this beginning part, right, there still will, if the deal is a deal, there'll be an investor right there because they're the end buyer and they're going to make sure the transaction goes through because they want the deal. We have not gotten to any equations. We have not gotten to no evaluation, none of that. We talking about having a business that you could stand up next to anybody's, including the end buyer. Because the end buyer, man, depending on where you at, the end buyer, you control it, the transaction, but the end buyer money is what get everybody paid.
Yeah.
And if they look at you like you a fugazi fly by night, they don't want to get, I'm telling you right now, they don't like giving over $3,000 to $5,000. That's pushing it. If you look like you don't know nothing about no real estate and you fresh in the game, they ain't letting you get no $20,000 spread off them. They had not take the deal just because they know you ain't gonna close it. Because they'll tell most investors is all buddies. They all know each other's in the same market. They'll tell everybody don't take that deal just so you can get out of it, lose it, and then they go buy it. That's why you got to demand respect. Hand over a check. See, I'm in Indiana. You got to do that in Indiana. It's 14% black people. This is a white market. White market. Let me think. I have not had a black end buyer in Indiana. I had a couple Mexicans. Haven't had a black one. Had some come check it out, you know, talk the shit, and they ain't, you know, they ain't get it, but they all be white. And I'm telling you, trust me, because you know they got the RIA events. You know, they don't have them like that no more, but all the investors in your market, they all know each other. There's a lot in your market though, Jalen. You in a nice market. Any questions, y'all?
Not so far.
What do y'all think about establishing your business, your real estate investment business, your wholesale business? What do y'all think about that?
I think that's gonna take 30 to 60 days within itself.
You just did it, Jalen.
Well, I'm saying actually I just learned it. Actually putting it to stuff like actually doing a presentation, getting an LLC, finding my team members, finding, you know, my closing agents, all that stuff.
Now check it out.
Like I know the steps. I'm learning the steps, but actually putting it to use, doing all of it is
Right, but check it out. Check it out, Jalen. Most of that is simply writing. It's simply having it down on paper. Your presentation don't have to be a video. It could be a PowerPoint. Your presentation could be you talking. You just hitting some of them points. You don't need to go for your services. Just writing. That's it. You just writing your services. Easy process. Boom. You got to find a title agent to close anyways.
right.
You lightweight got to find a real estate agent to know what the market value of a house is to say what the ARV is anyways. You got to find a contractor so they can give you the accurate quotes on repairs to even be able to present this to an end buyer, or to even be able to present a contract or a cost to purchase a home, period.
Yeah.
You got to do those things anyways to close a deal. The only difference is you setting it up properly. You're organized. That's the difference. You're organized. The only work you're going to put in is what?
Oh, I ain't scared of a little work now. That ain't the problem.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying I'm looking at it. I'm just looking at it. The only work, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? If you find a house tomorrow, you know you ain't gonna have a testimonial. See, some of this stuff is what you want to look forward to doing in your business. I'm showing you what your business need. Everything don't get done. Everybody not gonna have a PowerPoint or a video presentation.
Right.
Some people presentation is themselves. I can go to a property without none of that shit and close the deal. I'm just seasoned like that, but I'm good with speaking to people though.
Yeah, you most definitely is.
You know what I mean? Tommy, no, I speak to the people.
Yeah, for real.
Hundreds at a time. So I know when I go in front of somebody, I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make sure I look like I mean everything that I say, not just because I do, that I look the part. Like straight up. Like that's it right there. And that's your business-based model. Homework for tonight. Go research a little bit. See who you can find in your area that's not a wholesaler. Just go find an investor, somebody that's dealing in real estate. Find your
I
agent.
can look up on Google.
Huh?
I can look up on Google like local investors.
Nah, you can.
I mean, I'm asking like, how do I?
Go find a Facebook group. Go find a RIA. You know, learn your market. Come up with a slogan. That's the homework. Come up with a slogan for your company. Know what you want to do with your company because it's all about visualization. You can learn every strategy in the world, but if you don't have the mentality or the mindset to execute it, to know that you create your life, it ain't gonna happen. When we say 15 to 20K in 60 days, what does that mean? I either need to find one bomb ass deal, or I need to be in 2 months, I need to be looking to close 2 to 3 deals or have them in the pipeline.
Okay, so when we go and look for, so the reason why I've been looking kind of blank faced and confused because I've been doing wholesaling with mobile homes. So I'm kind of trying to snap out of the mobile home mindset and just get into the home mindset. And so the ways that I find most of your end buyers and your sellers they're not investors. They're just regular people either trying to buy a mobile home, especially in this area in PA. You're going to have a lot of Hispanics trying to buy, and then most of the sellers are older white people that just want to get rid of their homes, or they had them for a while, they about to move, or just something random. So I know with real estate and actual physical property, where do you go to? Like my main market for advertisement is Facebook Marketplace for mobile homes, right? That's where I go to find out who looking, who trying to buy, who trying to sell. So with doing real estate, where do I go to, especially, okay, so our homework is tonight to find some investors and to come up with a slogan. Where do you go at? Where do you where do you go to find investors? Do you, I'm real big on hashtags on Instagram. So can I go look up some people on Instagram? What are some of the ways when you first started off navigating through wholesaling, what that you found your investors and your end buyers? Like how did you go about finding straight up investors? Like we are people that just want to buy property to make an income off of it versus somebody that want to buy a property to live in it.
That is Thursday when we build our cash buyers list. But to find investors in your area, You can go look at Facebook groups. You can look at your local RIAs. Um, but start off with the automatic shit. Call a brokerage. Call a brokerage and ask, when you talk to a broker, ask them about off-market houses. Ask them about what's it called on our thing? What is it called? As it is just like as is buys, because people that have distressed property still give them to real estate agents. You don't want to go too far into your investors because you want to have your investor pitch ready.
Okay.
Right. See, because when you talk to investors, I'm gonna teach y'all this. You're gonna ask a series of questions when you talk to investor, and that's how you're gonna reverse wholesale and find what house they want. Those are going to be the houses that we looked after. We're not just gonna look for any houses. We're gonna look for the houses that somebody want, that's ready to spend some money. This is why we don't want to leave money on the table, because when we find that house, we don't want to lose it because our presentation was shitty, because we didn't know our numbers. Because the investor, the end buyer, is going to tell us exactly what they want, and we're going to go find it.
So during this time, like while we're in this boot camp, can we set up a day where you take a look at our presentations?
Oh,
or
yeah.
kind of go over our elevator pitch with us?
Yes, we're doing all that. We're doing all that. And I'm gonna work with you after this.
Okay, cool. I'm going to start on my presentation tomorrow.
Right.
Too.
Right. And this is getting the basics out the way. So when you out there in DC, you know what I'm saying? I'm here in Indiana, you already in your position to do them. Now, when you first getting off and first starting like that, like I said, I'm going to help you with your first one. You may defer. You may say, let me talk to my boss. And I may just come on the phone and be, oh yeah. What, boom, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? Just to close your deal while you getting ready. But when you go with these things and already have them in place, you're knocking so many things out the way with those questions about who you are and why are you calling these people talking about you want to buy their house. You're going to get that. We're going to do some role playing and all that.
Okay.
Yes. But before we go, we're going to get into this. Tomorrow, we're going to do the company structure. Okay. The company structure. If you own a guide, you can look at it. You know, you got to have a business. You got to have your LLC, C Corp, S Corp, however you want to do it. Got to have a CEO. We breaking all this down tomorrow. Visionary for your company. Got to have a lead manager. Got to have a marketing manager. Got to have an acquisition manager. Got to have a disposition manager. I'm saying it like that so it can sound like it's a lot, but these are all parts of your business that you're going to have to do until you be able to make some money to pay other people to do it.
Right. I see it says you'll be wearing all the hats.
You'll be wearing all the hats. Because these are specific roles in the process of doing it. Remember how you said in the process of getting it done? That's where we're going to get into the process of what that role is, what that means, and why it's needed. Okay? We're going to be doing that tomorrow. We're also going to be building that real estate team. Why we need these people. What you're going to say to these people when you contact them. When you're going to, because the first people you're going to be contacting is the contractors and the title, the contractors, title agent, and the real estate brokers.
So it says Atlanta and New York. Is that where I only need those people at? Or do you need those?
In New York, you need a closing attorney to close the deal. You got to have a closing attorney. Yep.
I wonder, is it the same for up here?
Maryland is not. I know that for a fact, but we always got to check because we don't know. That's why you want to get with people in that market, and all that. And that's why you also want to get a real estate a lawyer also. But see, these are things that come after you get those deals done so you can get some money coming into your business. The best way to get people calling back is by them remembering what? Your bio, your presentation, your services. Not just you saying, hey, my name is Jalen. I'm looking to purchase a property area. Would you like to sell? Nope. Okay, bye. Boom. Versus, Hey, this is Jalen. Me and my husband, we're looking to purchase a property in your area. Would you like to sell your property or listen or hear me? Or I forgot how Melody's gonna do that part for y'all. Boy, listen to how much money we can give you for your property. The difference of saying I want to buy it or you want to sell, you want to sell your property versus do you want to hear how much I give you for cash, pay you in cash? Those are two different things. Because you're getting them in conversation. You can get them in conversation, you'll get them talking about their house. Then they gonna understand how much it costs for the house to get right. So they're gonna see why you giving them low numbers. Before we go, always remember, success is the realization of progress towards a worthy idea. Success is the realization of progress towards a worthy idea. Okay? That's what success is. 5 actions to make your dreams come true, and then we done for the day. First one is desire. Yeah, I ain't gotta write them down. You can just listen.
I want to write these down.
Okay. You might want to write that success definition down.
Okay, I'll ask you to repeat it after I write the 5 things down.
Success is the realization of progress towards a worthy idea.
Okay. Now,
5 actions to make your dreams come true. Actions. These are actions. Desire. Are you hungry for goals? Education. Education. The right information to help you acquire your goals and dreams. Education. The right information to help you acquire your goals and dreams. Focus. CFA. CFA. Consistent, focused action. Consistent, focused action. I like to call that the Nebuchadnezzar's touch. The next one is sharpen the axe. Continue improvement, working on yourself and your business. And this is his last one. This is very, very important. Invest back into your business. Mike Cash goes. Straight up.
black.
Straight up. Man, y'all ready to rock out, man? What's happening? Tommy, y'all ready over there? I hope y'all take some notes.
Oh, man, you know he is.
I hope y'all ready over there. 15 to 20K in 60 days. No joke. No joke. You can do it in 30. It only takes one deal. TLC, as you can see, the slow work TLC. In real estate, you're gonna hear this a lot. In real estate, you're always one deal away.
I spent a little bit too much money on it, and I'm looking to recoup my losses. And I'm hoping to sell it for at least $15.
That's all I got, man. Remember what your homework is, man. Get into it. Work on your slogan. Let me tell y'all one of these again. I'm going to work on it and come back with it tomorrow.
I'll work back tomorrow.
All right.
We're trying to get the major systems in. The biggest thing was
Man, what'd you say?
I said I got some ideas flow through my head, and I don't want to hear y'all's, and it messed me up.
Boom. All right. Let's get this business popping. Get a name for your business. If you ain't got a name for your business, get a name for your business.
Okay.
Get a name for your business.
I actually think I'm gonna start my LLC before we get on the phone tomorrow.
Boom. And then I'm also gonna, I don't think you got it. I'm gonna tomorrow, just like I did the 5 desires, tomorrow I'll give y'all the steps to put your business in position to get the business credit. Especially since you start a new LLC, so you can start it in the right way.
Okay.
Right order.
So I'll be doing that tomorrow.
Do not get a soul prop.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna get a full LLC.
Yep. That's all we got for today, y'all. You know what I mean? Let's rock out. Let's do what we got to do. Make sure we're here. We're going to be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Tommy, you going to be here?
Yeah.
Jalen, you going to be here?
Yep.
We had a couple others that didn't make it. Hey, they didn't. We're going to do this thing. We can bust this thing out. We're going to do it together. Jalen, we're going to do something out there, and then we both looking to go towards the Georgia.
Yep. Yep.
Be great. Hey, tomorrow, let me see. Boom, got a Money Cash Goals episode tomorrow. Jalen, you already know where it's at. It's going to be on the house at 2 p.m.
I have to take this call, but I'll see y'all tomorrow.
We got it. Be great. Be great. Hey.
Oh, yeah, you already know. I'm in the mix.
Well, bet. I'm about to get out this thing. We in that thing tomorrow.
All right.
All right, bet, bro. Yeah, all right, bet.
Yeah.